Okay, PPF pros and cons, and also our PPF competition winner. So pros and cons, let's talk about why you should invest in PPF or how you can save some money and you don't need PPF. And also in the comments, get the key phrases in there now so we can pick a winner. So what prompted this video is I actually had a text from a customer a couple of days ago about the PPF that we done to his Porsche. It's literally just saying thank you. It says, "Hey Matt, thought I would just send you a quick thank you. Had a stone come flying up and hit my car on the way to work this morning. Hit the bonnet and cracked the windscreen, but the paint under the PPF is perfectly fine." That was a customer that we PPF'd their Porsche. Should have sold them a windscreen protection film as well. The con is pricing. Paint protection film is expensive, astronomically expensive. This box has 15 meters of PPF in it. A front end will use half of this box. A full car will use this complete box and maybe a bit more. This box is £1,000. When you get a quote for 2 grand or 3 grand or 4 grand or 5 grand, plus tax, plus VAT, whatever, the cost is in the material and in the labor. It's a really slow process to install, takes a long time, expensive materials. That's why it's expensive. So what is paint protection film? It is a thermoplastic sacrificial layer that is going to protect your paint. I'm not going to go into the science of it or the different layers of what's in the film. It's a clear bra, as some people call it, or what is it?
Clear bra. Right?
That's what they call it. Yeah, they call it a clear bra. It's a transparent layer that you stick on top of your paint. It's going to save it against a huge number of elements that the world is going to throw at you. Okay, so why shouldn't you have PPF? Almost talking myself out of a sale here. Is your car immaculate and pristine and lives in a garage and you never drive it? Don't waste your money. PPF is there to stick on your everyday vehicle. It's there to protect the paint. If you're never going to drive your car, what's the point in spending thousands of pounds? Another reason would be if your paintwork or bodywork isn't up to spec. So when I say that, I mean if it's got a stone chip in it. What's the point in wrapping over bodywork and panels that are already damaged? You may as well just live with it and carry on as you are, and again, save yourself a couple of grand. I think the rule of thumb is if you're going to PPF your car, do it within the first 6 weeks of the car being new, and fingers crossed you don't get a stone chip. Back on pricing, why does it cost what it costs? So there's obviously prep work, so we need to get the car decontaminated and cleaned before you PPF it. So after we've done an extensive wash, basically, we need to polish the vehicle. Every car or bike that has paint protection film has a stage 1 machine polish, and that removes any scratches or swirls. We don't want to put the film on top of crappy paintwork because what's the point in that? So wash, polish, then we can PPF. You can then do a template fitment or a bulk fitment. Both of those installs have a different cost attached to them. We'll go into that next. So what is template fitment? Template fitment is when you put the material into the machine cuts some shapes and you install the shapes. Precision cut, they're all 3D scanned. 90% of the software companies that generate these templates, they're pretty good, they're pretty accurate. Bulk fitment is where you would install PPF the same as if you were wrapping a car. So you would just have a big sheet, you'd cover the whole panel, and then you would trim it in where you want to put the cuts and the overlaps. Bulk fitment is a lot slower, hence the price increase. Template install is a lot quicker. That's why it's a bit cheaper. Longevity of the material. How long is it actually going to last in the real world? That depends where you live. It depends how many miles you do. If you're using your car on the motorway every day and you're doing thousands of miles, the PPF's going to get peppered, it's going to get damaged, it's going to have wear and tear like anything. If you don't use your car that often, then obviously it's not going to have that much damage. UV makes the film yellow. It's come a long way since the early days, but UV used to make the film basically go like an ivory color or an off-white. So if you live in Dubai or Vegas, that's going to happen a lot quicker than if you were to live in Scotland or England where we live with rain all the time. So UV can kill material. Like I said, it's come a long way the last couple of years. Geon and Steck that we install. Steck is a 12-year warranty and Geon actually do an infinite warranty. So as long as you own the car, the PPF is guaranteed. Some pros on paint protection film. Why would you want to spend your money on it? Protects your paint from stone, scratches, all of that sort of stuff. So if you've got a decent daily or supercars or something like that, it's going to save the paint, it's going to save a costly repair. The maintenance becomes extremely easy because of the top coating on the film. Not all films, but a lot of the films have a basically built-in ceramic coat, so the maintenance becomes a lot easier. It self-heals, which means if you drive it down a bush, the sunlight or hot water is also going to heal it, so your car will look brand new for a long time. Is it for you or is it not for you? Supercars, high-end cars, new cars that you're doing a lot of miles in, then yes, paint protection film is for you. Old bangers, cars that don't come out the garage, cars that go in a trailer and then go to a show, it's not for you. Just have a good polish and a ceramic and keep on top of it that way. So you've decided to go for PPF. Now it's a case of finding the right installer and the right shop to do it. So red flags, price point, make sure it's not too cheap. The studio, make sure it's a clean environment that they're going to be working in. The messier, the dustier, that's all going to go under the film. We don't want that. Find out what type of fitment you're going to go for. So whether you're going to go for a template option or a bulk install. Template is what I would say 90% of installers do. It's faster turnaround, it's more cost effective. That's what I would say is the industry standard. Bulk installs are sort of more down the specialized side of it. And then finally, get some PPF on your car. My personal opinion is if I had a new car and I'd spent a lot of money on it, whether it's 10 grand or 100 grand, if it was a new car, I would probably do the front end just to protect it. If I'd had a supercar or if I owned a supercar, then I'd do the whole thing without a question, just because the paintwork is so expensive. If it's a second-hand car, it's already got stone chips on it and you just use it as an everyday car, then save your money. I wouldn't bother using it. My own car,
Shitter.
My Audi RS6, it's my pride and joy. It's not PPF'd because it's going to get wrapped. And then you ask, well, why don't you PPF the wrap? Because it gets changed every year. Why would I spend thousands of pounds of my own money protecting something that I'm going to pull off in a year? That's my own personal opinion. High end, you're doing loads of miles, you've got a new decent car, protect it. Every day, average, save your money.